So cute. They're building two.
What?
Is this it?
So cool.
Hi, I'm Val.
And I'm Ryan, and we're the owners of Modern Alpine Cabin. So about 6 years ago, we were both working 9-to-5 jobs, really 9-to-7 jobs that just weren't very satisfying. We were stressed out, we were unhappy, we knew we had to do something else. I just quit my job one day. I just knew I couldn't do it anymore, and just decided I had to take a year to experiment, learn something new, try some new things. One of which was developing a vacation property. We had taken a lot of vacations before in the mountains, and we always left those properties with a long list of things that we wanted to do differently and with a notion that we could do it better. So we bought a cabin, we renovated it. That was an intensely fulfilling exercise, and then when we finally got to the point where we could offer it to people to stay for weekends, we were really surprised at what we found. Our cabin is small but mighty. Just 450 square feet, but it's got a kitchen, a full bathroom, and a really sensible floor plan that just gives us a lot of options.
And we really love having a loft bedroom upstairs because you can actually stand up fully. And there's a nice skylight up there, so it brings in plenty of the natural light that we like.
So with such a simple floor plan like this, it's really easy to come up with several different options for how we furnish it and sort of what the flows are like. So we have these massive pier pads here, basically because we plan to put a cedar hot tub on the deck. A cedar hot tub is spec'd for about 300 gallons, which is a whole lot of weight. We need a lot of foundational support to keep that hot tub steady.
For the foundation, we went with a poured concrete foundation with a crawl space. It's a little bit different than what was spec'd in the den plans.
Okay, so the den plans are definitely spec'd for regions of the country with really strict energy codes. Washington State has very rigid energy codes, so that was a good thing. What that means for this build is 2x6 framing in the walls and 2x10 up in the ceiling to accommodate R30 insulation. We're going with a standing seam metal roof. That's really important out here because we get a lot of rain, a whole lot of rain. So standing seam metal is totally the way to go. This is a front door, an imaginary front door for the time being. We're walking into the kitchen first. So we'll have a 24-inch cooktop, 24-inch wall oven here, 24-inch refrigerator, and a relatively small but still functional kitchen sink here. If we keep walking this way, we are in the bathroom. Shower stall over here, just stand-up shower, no bathtub. Toilet here, and we'll have the tankless water heater right underneath the bathroom sink. So we haven't really made any final decisions yet about how we're going to furnish this space. What we like about this space is that it's a simple box. It has really good exposure. With such a simple floor plan like this, it's really easy to come up with several different options for how we furnish it. So we discovered Den well before we had met Mike and Lizzie. You know, they had a big social media presence, such that their cabins were popping up on Instagram whenever we opened it up. And of course we had to click, because it just, you know, it looks like something we're doing and what we're about. So we dug a little deeper, we bought the plans, and eventually met Mike and Lizzie, and it became clear that they were like kindred souls in a way, where you feel like we're on the same sort of path, career path, have the same vision about sort of what it ought to be like to get outside, get away for a weekend, to have a place in the woods and, you know, experience immersion in nature without all of the typical trade-offs that come with a rustic cabin. You know, you have all the modern conveniences here, electricity, hot tubs, functional heating and cooling systems, things like that. but you still feel deeply immersed in nature. So that's very much at the core of our brand promise.
I really liked communicating and working with them. I mean, they've been really easy to get along with, and just from our first call together, we had, a lot of things in common. My favorite part is like the initial design and finding the design and seeing how it could work for a space like this.
I think we're at the favorite phase right now. We actually have a built structure, a shell, a frame. So now we're at the stage where we have to make decisions about things like color palette, furnishings, decor, and we're pretty handy. I like to do built-ins, so I like to frame. Instead of buying furniture, I'd rather build it and kind of make it part of the structure. That way we get exactly, the size and spec that we want. So now that it's built, it's very easy for me to kind of envision what those built-ins are going to look like and how we'll furnish it, and ultimately what the experience will be like to walk into one of these places and get away for a weekend. We really enjoy this process. In the past, we've always bought existing cabins that we've had to renovate, and over the years we had to get very handy because there's just not a lot of help out here. So that was fun, but we're much more interested in building new construction going forward because there are no surprises, or there are fewer surprises. When you buy an existing cabin, you can inspect it 100 different ways, but you never really know what you're getting. And when you open up the walls, pull up the floors, there are always plenty of surprises. So that's not something we've had to deal with this time. We saw the plans, we knew exactly what we were getting. We trust our builder such that all we really have to do is kind of explain what we need, what we want the look and feel and finishes to look like. And that's what we want to keep doing. We bought some land out here about a year ago that we'd like to develop, and all indications are that we'll be using den plans to develop those sites. We're going to be finished in about 2 months. So all told, I think the whole process took us 6 months, 8 months.
Yeah.
From the time we broke ground to total completion.
Yeah, so we'll be done fall 2021. That's the hope. Come visit us at our Modern Alpine Cabins.